Hi, this is Preeta and you're watching Dakshin Curry. It's that time of the year again. Yes, it's Ganesh Chaturthi and we all know that Lord Ganesha loves modaks of all kinds. So today what I am going to do is I'm going to show you the most primary thing that you need to make a modak, and that is how to make the dough or the casing for the modaks. So to know how to do that, stay tuned. So the first step is going to be adding flour. Now right here what I have is rice flour. This is ready-made rice flour that you get in the market. So that goes in a bowl. Now you can make this using ready-made rice flour like I have if you don't have time, or else what you can also do is soak rice, and then later on what you need to do is just dry it up and then grind it into a fine powder and then continue. Salt to taste. Now don't add too much because you're going to be using stuffing, right? So the stuffing is also going to have that flavor, either it's going to be sweet or salt. So don't add too much of salt, and just a few drops of oil. I'm using sesame seed oil. Now firstly we'll just mix this. You can use a whisk if you wish to. Now for 1 cup of rice flour, technically you can use anywhere from 1 cup of water to 1.5 cups of water. So I'm going to add 1 cup of water first, the same measure as the rice flour. Mix it up nicely and then add half a cup more. You need to get a nice thick paste. That's the idea, not too thin. You can see this is a nice smooth paste. So remember, for 1 cup of rice flour I have used around 1.5 cups of water. But depending on the quality of the rice flour, you can control the amount of water that you add. It should be a nice smooth thick paste, not very runny. Very simple process. Again, a few drops of oil go into a pan. Now this is on low heat, very little oil, just to ensure that the dough does not, when it becomes a dough, it does not stick and comes out easily. And the next step is going to be to add your batter. So in goes the batter. Now the temperature is low right now, because what is going to happen is the batter is going to start cooking the minute it gets inside, and we don't want a patch or a layer of it to cook separately, because what will happen is the dough which is just gone underneath will cook faster and then it will create lumps. Now once this is done, all you need to do is keep on mixing. It's thickening. Now whilst this is thickening, remember to have a damp cloth nearby. So once this dough is going to be cooked, what we are going to do is we are just going to cover it and keep for a while. Now as you can see, the color change here. This is the color we want to achieve, and you will see that it's come off easily from the pan. It's not sticking. And another thing is, if you see that there are some parts of the dough which is not cooked, do not worry. The carryover cooking will help in cooking that part of the dough also. At this point of time, what I'm going to do is, the flame is switched off. I'm going to remove it onto a plate and knead it while it's still warm. So first I take a little bit of oil on the plate. I'm going to add this dough. Like I told you, it's better to knead it when it's still warm. So I'm going to take a little bit of oil on my fingers. Remove this dough. And then start kneading. As you can see, it's a nice smooth dough and it's pretty warm right now. So I'm going to cover this with a damp cloth, and once it cools down a little, again we'll knead it just once before we start making the modaks or the kolkate. So this is the basic dough. I have a piece of cloth here which is damp. Just going to cover this till use. So you saw how to make the modak casing, right? It's a little bit of an effort but goes a long way. And once your casing is done, it's very simple. Your stuffings would be ready. You just have to shape them and make your modaks. So what are you waiting for? Try to make this recipe. Let me know that if the proportions turned out right for you, if you were able to get the dough right. I am looking forward to your feedback. Hit like, share and subscribe on India Food Network. And until next time, bye.